The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today we've got an NFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the San Francisco 49ers. The kicker, Jake Moody's got it teed up, and we are underway now from Santa Clara. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go, set, ready, 38, good, 52.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here is Young. Forced out to his left. And Young will slide to the ground safely as he picks up the first down as well. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Throwing, Young. Escaping the pressure right. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, he's already shown on this opening drive that he will run the football. And we know that about him, Charles. So maybe when he gets outside the pocket, the defense a little wary about the run, and he's able to convert the pass.
And that wariness will often cause you to be a step or two slow. And sometimes you get so focused on, will he or won't he run the football? You forget that there are receivers in your area, and they find themselves open, and there's another completed pass.
Young on first down. Eluding the pressure right. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. On 1st and 10, Young. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Clock We are just about 9 miles from downtown Manhattan as EA Sports brings you to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford.
Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one in the NFC, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the New York Giants. The longtime Panther Graham Gano has us set for a start as we are underway from MetLife Stadium.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go. Here we go. Clock 40. Strike through.
Young wasting no time, right to the air.
Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Azeez Ojulari.
Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Now a second down throw for Young. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. A nice move gets him a few extra. Down just shy of his 20. That'll go for a gain of 7. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. And they just get the play off. Now Young, flush to his pressure, gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
Azeez Ojulari.
Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
What a great job getting pressure here on the first drive. 3 plays and already 2 sacks.
And that pressure has been intense right from the beginning, and I'm telling you, if they don't make it...
And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. And he's got it. Touchdown. Darren Waller from 4 yards out.
And the Giants get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The play fake. Now Young. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
The chart goes in motion left.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
Dexter Lawrence finding his way through defensively for the stop.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
It's Young off play action. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Thielen going to go in motion right.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This 2nd and 4.
Hey, green.
Now Young. Short throw underneath to Hurst. He'll get it inside the 20. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 32 yards. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? And they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football. Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game. And we see a lot of big plays, as we just saw there.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Young to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and this brings up a 3rd and goal. Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Young with it, 3rd and goal. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Go now. 33. Go. Go.
Now Young. Escaping the pressure right. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Laviska Shenault from 6 yards away. And the Panthers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know.
And now off to the races down the right side. Big strides. Look at him go. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Darren Waller. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Giants have taken the lead. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go. Here we
This
go.
Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And that's going to be caught downfield by Chark. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Black 40. Get ready, ready.
They go play action. Young. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Off the play fake, Young. He'll buy some time right. And that'll be incomplete with the penalty marker down as well. And I think he was beyond the line of scrimmage when that ball left his hand. Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Young off the play fake. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Normally I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Oh, they should have already said punt it, punt it. Head coach have already made that decision.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Throwing Jones. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Justin Houston in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. It's Barkley on the counter. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Fourth down, Jones and the offense stay put. They're going for this. They'll run for it with Barkley. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And the Panthers will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
It's caught by Sanders. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. On play action, Young. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So 4th down coming up. What do you expect?
They've gone for it time after time. They haven't punted yet. I don't know what's right anymore.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll try and throw for it here. Short throw underneath to Hurst. They find some open field here. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. It'll be Young again. Again, that's Hurst. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Young to throw it. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. To throw, Young. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Giants will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with decent starting field position, they're maybe only a couple completions away from field goal range. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now a 2nd and 6. Now Jones. He'll look downfield for Waller. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jones. Complete to the running back, Matt Breida. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. Jones, a final shot before break, eluding the pressure, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Daniel Jones, as time expires in the first half, and the Giants will extend their lead on the final play of the half. Gano now to add the extra point. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Pinheiro now to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. Across midfield. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, 78 yards. And the Giants come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Jones and that Giant offense looks like they're going to stay right there and go for 2. They run it with Breida, and he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. You know, so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion.
You able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They start on the ground here at Sanders. There he goes, right side. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the second.
Touchdown, Panthers. Laviska Shenault. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Panthers get a bit closer. So a very important first drive of the third quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, what was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Running again with Barkley on second down. Down the left sideline. He's on his way. Saquon Barkley. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley with now his 2nd touchdown of this third quarter. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Brian Dable dialing up a play call here as they will go for 2. They're going to run it with Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. Young now. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 6 yards. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Young on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. And, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead he does go down to a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over. Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. Isaiah Simmons picking it off, and the Giants force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning, threw 28 his rookie year.
There goes Sterling Shepard. Still going inside the 20. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run, and even 70 yards.
Oh, big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down.
And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now, there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
And this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead out even further. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Now Raheem Blackshear going to take this one out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And the Giants are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. That's complete left side to Shepard. Down to the 10. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Young. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough, but man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Again, it's Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Giants add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. Jones and that Giant offense looks like they're going to stay right there and go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. Well, trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
And he loses the football a second time. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Extra point try good by Gano. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Oh, a little cruel here. They're going to go for the onside kick up big. Gone with the Giants, able to recover? Yes. Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading big, and you onside kick it with a lead. They got it. I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing. And it's not only just to try and increase their lead, but that's their way of saying we're in full control of this game, and we can kind of do what we want.
They'll run it. This is James Robinson. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Now 2nd and 9.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 218 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. On first and 10, it's Robinson. Wiggles free. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive. But sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose. And just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So that's going to move them half the distance.
First of all, you can't jump in this situation, but think about your play calling now. Could easily change what you want to do and maybe make things a little bit easier.
It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Barkley. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. They'll run for it with Robinson. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, this defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And oh my goodness, he loses it again.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks and you lose it yourself, the panic that goes through you and the determination to get the ball back, I don't even know how to describe it. And I think we just saw an example there.
Yeah, and the relief when you get it back like he did.
Yeah, you go to the sidelines, you know you're going to get yelled at.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. Dances by him. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the...
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Complete at the 1. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Throw left side complete. That's Shepard. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Jack rep. Jack rep. Watch twins. Yellow. Zoom. Yellow. Go. Ready, go.
Looking to throw. Young. Flushed out right.
This one into the hands of Thielen.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
Hey, red. Hey, green. Go red.
Ringo. Hey, check Mike 6. Record.
Black Ultra.
A first down throw for Young. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dexter Lawrence able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from MetLife Stadium.